Pumpktoberfest, where we were trying all the pumpkin beers for spooky pumpkin patch Halloween season. And Nella promised me a costume that had to do with skulls and other sorts of spooky things, and you look like a tavern wench.
No, I'm a pirate! Arr! See, I have a hook in my hand.
That's a coat hanger.
No, use your imagination. It's a hook. Arr. Arr. Then we'll go sail the old skull and crossbones and... Oh, come on, like you haven't seen that horrific pile of waste known as Cutthroat Island?
Oh my god, did somebody say Cutthroat Island?
Brad Jones, what are you doing?
Where did you come from?
Somebody said Cutthroat Island, that is my magical power. The one time a year whenever anyone says that movie, I magically appear. It's a horrible gift. I was driving my friend to the hospital. He's probably dead.
Oh, well, I guess that's Halloweeny.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And it's as good of an excuse to any to drink.
No car,
You'll
no
need a
driving.
beer now?
Yeah, or two, or three.
Well, yeah, right? Well, you try things. Sit on down.
Alright.
So I guess we can't try things without Brad.
No.
That's true. You can't eat or drink without...
You have the internet patent on trying things, so we're obligated to have an obligatory Brad cameo.
Yeah. But don't worry, we've got good things to try. I promise you, nothing is over like 10 years old.
How's my stomach gonna handle that?
We're just so used to the crap.
I'm so used to, drinking 30-year-old beers with bits of rust and shaved metal inside of it.
No, we have delicious beers with pumpkin. There's no R's in pumpkin, is there?
Are you trying to be a pirate? Is that what you're doing?
Arr! Me mateys.
Let's drink beer.
Well, since Brad is of the Let's Try, I think he should pick what beers we're gonna drink. Well, remember, we're pirates.
Let's go with the Captain Martin Lawrence Brewing Company Pumpkin Ale. The
Lawrence
Shipyard, as I burn my hand on one of the candles up there.
Spooky candle.
It was very spooky. The singed hairs on my hand are very frightened. And the Heavy Seas with the skull and crossbones, that either means it's pirate themed or jackass themed. The Greater Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
I'm gonna go with pirate themed.
Excellent.
Okay, I need to start drinking right now.
I'm way ahead of you. I am shit-faced right now.
You were driving your friend to the hospital.
Well, it was my fault he got injured. I hit him with the car.
Yeah.
I just threw him in the trunk.
That makes sense.
Hey.
I'm glad you're here.
Practice responsible drinking.
or as we like to call it, responsible drink.
Okay.
Pumpkin Patch Show.
Captain Lawrence Brewing Company Pumpkin Ale. It's a malt beverage brewed with pumpkin and spice. The ABV isn't on the bottle. Who knows how strong it is?
That's how they get you.
Guessing because this came in a 6-pack pretty standard pumpkin ale, it's probably between 4 and 7. You know, like they most are.
Yeah.
Though it is called a malt beverage, and that usually means stronger, so it might be closer to the 7 side.
It usually means the commercial will star Billy D. Williams.
This is the perfect beer to drink as the weather starts to turn a bit cooler. Brewed with pureed pumpkins added directly to the mash, and traditional pumpkin pie spices added to the end of the boil, this beer packs a ton of flavor into a malty and smooth amber-colored ale.
Serve with whipped cream.
Well, I would call that an amber. That's a...
Yeah, it's a light amber.
Yeah.
A little traffic lighty.
Well, we've got a very pumpkin flavor coming off of it, but with also the spice, but more on the pumpkin side than just the straight spice side. So
It's a little Thanksgiving, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
it smells like turkey.
Funny, but this brewery located in Elms Ford, New York, so it's like near the Westchestery area.
Another New York brewery.
I know.
Surprise!
Hey. They actually recommend drinking this with Thanksgiving dinner or a slice of New York cheesecake.
Grab a slice of Velveeta from the fridge.
Neither of which we have on hand, so...
We got pizza rolls.
Why wasn't I prepared?
Pizza rolls would go great.
I keep sniffing it because I'm not used to smelling beer that'll probably be drinkable.
Enjoy it while it lasts,
Yeah.
Brad.
It's not burning your nose hairs yet.
Yeah, right? Is it taking my taste buds away?
You're in the pumpkin patch now, bitch.
I don't need to disinfect my mouth afterwards.
That is nice. It's not very strong in the pumpkin pie flavors it claims, but
Yeah.
they're there. and what's
Yeah.
there is nice.
Yeah, and it definitely has that pumpkin flavor that I feel a lot of the really much more spicy stuff is lacking. So that's actually pleasant to me.
It got a little tingle in the back of my nose a little bit, honestly. I was like, wow, they mixed it with a little wasabi in there. Whew. No, it's good.
Spice. And from Parade pumpkins too, so,
Yeah.
surprise.
Well, it's kind of like you said, it's not very, very heavy on the pumpkin pie. Like, that wouldn't... If you hadn't oh, thank you. Seconds.
See, you should eat it with a pumpkin pie, so it's complementing the flavor instead of this being your pumpkin pie.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, because pumpkin
hang
pie is not the first thing that would have come to my head.
Wait, no.
when drinking it.
I need to rim this one.
You need to rim.
All right, let's rim. Once again, just dip your glass in the water, dip it in your spice and sugar mix. Remember, the spices are all those classic pumpkin pie spices like nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, and clove.
I'm used to doing this with Pop Rocks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, with the spice rim,
That makes it.
yeah,
Good call.
I have a neck.
It's better than just using salt like I do at home.
It's not a margarita.
Oh, you're only supposed to do that with margarita? I just pour a whole handful of salt in my beer.
So we started out strong. Go Captain
Yeah.
Lawrence, I like this.
No, if you're looking for something that is on the milder side of flavor, but still has that nice mix of pumpkin and spice, and that does really well with the sugar spice rim, you're gonna want to pick up some Captain Lawrence. Unfortunately, though, only available, I read, in Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey, and I think now in Pennsylvania. Sorry, everyone else.
So when I go back to Illinois, I'm screwed.
yeah,
But this is good for complementing the pumpkin spice flavors, even though it doesn't necessarily have as much of it itself.
I
But
kind of want more.
take it. Well, we have another, but it's all candle warmed.
I'm gonna sprinkle this on my cinnamon toast crunch.
It does taste like cinnamon toast crunch.
I just want to lick the rim. Nothing a pirate likes more than sugar spice.
Really nothing.
Nothing.
It's my
Well,
favorite
booty.
Pirates 4 line.
But,
There's no R in booty.
exactly.
There is an R in arse.
Crap, I was just about to say that. You beat me to a good arse joke.
You're learning how to be a pirate. Shall we drink another?
Another!
Pumpkin patch show.
Shipyard Smashed Pumpkin. This is our second shipyard that we've tried. This one is 9.0% ABV, so a lot stronger than the pumpkin head.
And it's also part of their Pugsley's signature series, which is not named after Wednesday's brother, but for their master brewer, Alan Pugsley. So I'm hoping the gentleman will give us something good.
Yeah, then Shipyard's been around for 20 years, so it's a big anniversary for them, and I'm really hoping this one is a lot more impressive than the Pumpkinhead, because that's probably one of the worst ones we've tried so
I know,
far.
but you were telling me we got a lot of pushback.
Yeah,
on,
you
on
guys
that
seem to
decoration.
like Pumpkinhead, and maybe it's just because I've been spoiled by all these other ones we've had, but
It's a fantastic
I know.
movie. That's why you're getting pushback.
I-
Amazing 80s
What's
horror
that?
film.
I mean, I know it's a small glass, but I mean, I'm
That's some
not
good head on
pouring
this
them
one.
out that carefully. All right, that one was like much, but still, that was.
what's going
I
on?
have no head on mine.
You got the headless
Breath.
beer glass.
Yeah. Oh, spooky. I'll just have to blow bubbles into it.
So it's a light color too.
Yeah.
That smells pumpkin cidery.
Yeah, it's got a cidery almost smell to it.
Definitely has more flavor than the Pumpkinhead.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that it's a flavor I like. It's a bit bitter, sour.
It kind of starts out with the aftertaste a little bit.
It tastes like sour apples.
Yeah, there is a worm floating around in mine.
Yeah, it's really sour. I'm like puckering my lips. I don't know that I dislike it.
Yeah, it's just not a.
I'm not getting so much of a sour taste on my end. It's just more, it tastes sort of like if you drink it and then you kind of belch it back up. That's kind of what it tastes like to me.
You know what? All right, so you know
It's like beer burps.
if you
Yeah.
walk past like an orchard upstate, like an apple orchard, and it's like in that late season where there's a bunch of apples on the ground and they've been there
Yeah.
for a while and they've been fermenting, and it's like that sickly sour but really still delicious smell of apples. That's what this tastes like.
And you just gotta eat one.
And you're just like, I really want to jump this fence and break into this farm
Yeah.
and eat some fermenting apples off the ground. And this is a terrible, wonderful idea.
I'm not tasting any pumpkin. Definitely not
And me
any
neither.
any kind of spices.
No, the spice I'm getting off of it the most.
I mean, it doesn't say that it has spices, to be fair. It just says ale with natural flavor. And I haven't
Natural
looked at
burps flavor.
all the ingredients, but it's called smashed pumpkin. And it is their
It also
seasonal.
kind of has a slightly soapiness on the tongue.
Well, so it also works as a disinfectant.
Yeah, it's a bit mouthwashy. And maybe that's just because it is so strong. I
I
mean,
don't need to take my Listerine tonight.
I don't know that it's a good thing.
I think that might just be our personal preference, though, because, like, I have friends who would enjoy this beer because it's more on the sour side. It does have a very full, interesting flavor. It's definitely not for me, though.
I have friends who would enjoy this beer because they're passed out.
On the scale of squash to pie, I don't know that it.
It's towards the fruit side of things, but I
Don't know that it's a squash
pumpkin.
fruit though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's falls on the
This is
sour
apple.
Yeah,
This is apple.
but not apple pie.
Then it is a Thanksgiving beer.
It's a warm late fall day through upstate orchard country.
Definitely autumnal, so
Yeah, no, it's not.
seasonal, yes, but pumpkin doesn't quite fit in with the rest of our favorites
Yeah.
here. I'd drink it, but it wouldn't be my
I mean,
choice.
let's be fair. I thoroughly enjoy it more than the other one.
But you know, the Shipyard pumpkin head makes a good mixer. And you can make some tasty cocktails with that. With this one, it just is what it is.
It's for that confused person who often gets apples confused with pumpkins. It happens to the best of us.
Pumpkin Patch Show.
Heavy Seas, Uncharted Waters, the Greater Pumpkin.
For the Charlie Brown and all of us.
So this is an Imperial. We've got another Imperial here. Ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, aged in bourbon barrels.
This one's gonna be dangerous, isn't it?
And we have our friend Alessander Dyer to thank for this wonderful beer.
Yeah.
She brought it all the way from Washington, D.C.
So go friend. This is a Maryland brewery. And in fact, its founder opened the first brew pub in Maryland in '89. So yay. History there. This brand itself, though, was established in 2003.
It's got a thicker color than the others.
Yeah.
I can't really see through it.
It definitely
hasn't-
smells like pumpkins.
Has a very almost candy corn smell.
Yeah, I like that.
It's 10% alcohol by volume, so
Just like candy corn.
even stronger than
Aged in bourbon.
This feels like a proper
Is
grog.
that like vodka gummy bears? You put candy corn and bourbon.
You buy yourself a thing of vodka, you pour it in the bathtub, toss a bunch of gummy bears in it. Soothing.
I can taste the bourbon barrels.
Yeah, it gives it a real sweetness.
Yeah. This tastes like a cocktail. This doesn't taste like a beer.
Yeah.
This is an interesting beer.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's very pumpkin pie-y. Probably isn't close to my ideal pie beer, but it's interesting in itself. I really like it.
I quite enjoy it too. I mean, but no more, thank you. No, I enjoy it too. Yeah, I had seconds on the shitty one, but no more of the good one.
Wait, I want more of the good one.
No, it's good. You're right. It's less that it's more so pumpkin pie, but I can taste the pumpkins in
I
this.
think oh, sorry. I interrupted you.
How dare you?
I know. It's 'cause I'm a pirate.
Only pirates may interrupt me. No, go for it.
Interrupting pirate.
Interrupt. That's the new meme. Interrupting pirate.
The interrupting.
I'm trying to give a speech here, pirate. Stop interrupting me. I hate this meme.
Would you read our little missive on the back of the bottle?
As fall approaches and thoughts turn to Halloween, we roll out the Greater Pumpkin, a coppery ale with forward notes of vanilla oak and flavors of autumnal spice. The ale is brewed with actual pumpkin. Sweet, well, that's a plus. And imported English malts. Pairs well with turkey legs, which I just happen to have in my pocket.
This would really go with turkey legs, actually.
Sweet potatoes, those are in my shoes. and an evening looking at the stars.
So like
Aw.
basically medieval times.
Oh, yeah.
It's a romantic pumpkin beer. When you're waiting for the great pumpkin to show up with Lucy and then Snoopy shows up and scares you.
That would be fantastic with your turkey leg.
The best part of that
I
special.
have to say, though, like, I think the bourbon really brings out that vanilla and that nutmeg, but I think it overpowers the pumpkin. So it's on the spice side, absolutely. It's on a very sweet side without being cloying, which is nice. But yeah, really not what I was expecting.
You could really taste the stars.
I mean, considering that's a Heavy Seas brand, which brands itself on piratey things, it does taste piratey. I mean, it tastes like something you'd have on a ship or a desert island, bourbon barrels. Like, I really get that with a little fall twist.
This is how Columbus discovered America. He got really drunk, made a wrong turn.
Now, this was obviously at the Puritans first.
This is what happened at Roanoke.
Paired with their turkey legs.
Too many of these. Too many of these and those fucking turkey legs.
Too many of those. Should we tell them where we're going? Nah, just write crow tone on a tree. They'll know what it means.
It means we ran out of turkey legs.
Fucking drunk asses. Now we're stuck here alone.
You put an arrow on the tree, right? Fuck. That's what I forgot. Ah! Should I go back? No, we're too far along, man.
We're too far, guys. Dude, we're only a mile away. Yeah, but that's in like 1700 terms. That's like 20 miles. I assume they all talk like a modern day Midwesterner.
Nah, bro. No.
No, bro. No. Magnets, Mr. White.
Of the three, I probably like this one the best.
Yeah, I mean, the
me too.
Captain Lawrence,
That was nice, but,
Yeah.
you know, compared to the other pie ones, it was probably, you know, of the ones that we've really liked, it's not at the top.
Yeah.
And this one is different enough that I like it.
yeah,
as
Captain
something
Lawrence is a really solid middle pumpkin, which means if you see it, you're probably going to want to drink it, but if one of the ones we like better were
Yeah,
on
the
shelf.
Pumpkin Smasher was available, then I would pick that over the Captain Lawrence. But if the Captain Lawrence was the only thing available, I would definitely
Yeah.
pick it.
The Captain Lawrence was fine, but the Captain Lawrence was certainly one that you kind of had to tell me that it was necessarily like seasonal or pumpkin themed or something like that. This one, no. Like right away, you know that it like, okay, this is a fall beer.
Yeah, it's really lovely. So cheers. Cheers. So what are we drinking next time?
I don't know that you'll find out because you don't dress right.
No, next time I'm going to have a great costume. I swear.
Yeah, I believe
It'll
you.
really
I
slay
believe
him.
you.
It's really going to slay him.
Slam.
It's going to slay them.
Pirates 4 themed.
Trust me.
Slaying. Okay, slaying works.
You're gonna be the Lone
You get
Ranger,
one more
aren't you?
No, that just makes me want to die. But there's no sweet release.
Oh, sure there is. Eventually the movie ends.
No, it doesn't.
After 18
I'm pretty
hours.
Sure, I'm pretty sure we're
I was
still watching
actually,
it.
I was actually technically
watching it
still
right now.
in the theater watching Lone Ranger when they said Cutthroat Island, which magically took me out of the movie theater. Shit, now I'm gonna miss the ending if it ever happens.
It's okay, he just walks into the desert. It's fine.
Whoa! Spoiler! I didn't know there was any desert in this movie. Apparently, I also teleported here from a year ago. I time traveled too.
Who needs a TARDIS when you have Cutthroat Island?
But they couldn't foresee their own box office future.
So if I say Cutthroat Island, you'll show up anytime I want?
Yeah, most likely. If I'm in the mood. If I'm in the mood to disappear. It turned out I was watching a shitty movie, so I was totally in the mood.
I thought you were driving your friend to the hospital.
Yeah, your stories don't line up.
No, you see, it'll totally line up. You just gotta drink some more. Then it'll start making sense.
Okay.
You see, my buddy had a heart attack in the middle of watching Lone Ranger because it was too good. And I was like, dude, you know, we should probably leave. You might die. And he's like, I don't know, this movie's awesome. Like, it's kind of not, man. And then he died.
Which friend was this?
R.I.P. Brian. I had to think about that for a second. Who did I see that with?
To Brian.
To Brian. To Brian. I'm sorry, man. No more Medea movies for you.
Pumpkins, 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 pumpkins.
I told him to get out of the grog.
It doesn't work when the R becomes...
No, I wanted
comes
an
before the
R.
vowel.
Fine. I told him to get out of the rum. it doesn't work there, does it? Ah, I'm a terrible pirate.